Hi, Michelle Seitz here. You're watching the lesson on heading numbering. Here's the scenario. You have a document in which you would like to add some numbered headings, such as 1, 1.1, etc. Watch this video to learn how to do this. Automatically numbered headings have many uses. You can cross-reference to them using the cross-reference button. And if you find you have to move a paragraph to a different section of your document, it will automatically renumber the headings when you update your document. If you take the time to do some prep work, you can also save this as a template for future use so that you will not have to perform these steps over and over. I can show you how later in the video. For now, let me show you how I have been successful creating numbered headings. On the Format tab, select Bullets and Numbering. This is the Bullets and Numbering dialog box. Click the Outline Numbered tab. Select one of these formats and click Customize. This is the Customize Outline Numbered list. The first thing you want to do when presented with this dialog box is click the button More. This will extend the dialog box and present more fields. As you can see, there are 9 different levels. We're going to start with level 1. We're going to define and format the characteristics of level 1. The first thing we want to do is go over to this field, Link Level to Style. Click the down arrow and scroll down to Heading 1. You don't want to skip this step because it's very important that you link Level 1 to Heading 1. Next, we want to format some of the characteristics of this number. This number 1 is currently a field code and you don't want to delete it. This field right here is a number style. If you click the down arrow, it can give you other choices. You don't have to start with a number. Some of the other choices are Roman numerals or letters, but there are many more. We're going to start with the numbers. In this box here, click the Font button. You're presented with the Font dialog box. In here, you can change the font type, the font style, the font size, and many other characteristics. I want Times New Roman. I'll click on Times New Roman. I also want it bold. And I want this level to be size 14. I'm going to click OK. The position fields should be set to your specifications. I will show you what my preferences are. I like my number position left. I like it aligned at 0, so I want them all left aligned at 0. For the text, I like the tab space after to be 0.25. And then I like the text to be indented at 0.25. And then following the number, I like a tab character, so that between the number and the text, there'll be a tab. I don't need to adjust most of these other fields, so I'm going to leave them as the default settings. Now we're going to set level 2. When I click on level 2, the number format will automatically include level 2. Now we'll change the font to Times New Roman, bold, and this time we'll select 12 point and say OK. I want my number position left aligned at 0, which is correct, but my tab space after, I want to be 0.5. My indent, I also want to be 0.5. I want to make sure my level is linked to heading 2, which it is. And now I'm going to set the rest of my heading levels, making sure that they are linked to the correct heading number. And after setting the rest of my characteristics, I'll click OK. Now we want to open up the Styles and Formatting dialog box. So go to Format, Styles and Formatting. So the style I want for the first line is a heading 1. So I'll click on heading 1. Now I need to modify this style. So I'll click the down arrow and select Modify. The Modify Styles dialog box is displayed. Here I want to select Times New Roman. I want 14 point. I want it bold. Now I'll click on the Format button and I'll select Font because I want heading 1 to be all caps. So I'll check the box for all caps and click OK. Now I want to format this line. So I want to make it heading 2. And now I want to modify heading 2. So I click the down arrow and select Modify. So this heading I want to make Times New Roman also, but I want to make it 12 point. I want it bold, but I don't want it italic. I'm going to click on the Format and I'm going to select Paragraph. In the paragraph, I want it left aligned at 0, hanging at 0.5, and my before and after I want to make 6 point. So I'll be 6 point before and 6 point after spacing, and click OK. And click OK again. Now you will notice there are 2 sets of the numbers 1.1. The first one is a field code, and the second set was manually entered when I started this document. I'm going to delete this manually numbered 1.1. Let's add a heading 3. You can see it automatically numbered when I clicked heading 3. So now I'm going to modify heading 3 as well as the rest of the headings down to heading 9. When you're all done formatting the heading numbering, as I mentioned before, if you're going to use this format over and over, you might want to save it as a template. To save this document as a template, go to File, Save As, and in the Save As Type field, click the drop down and select Document Template.dot. Word will automatically save it to your Templates folder. Now click Save. Your document is now saved as a template. So let's go to a new document and I'll show you how to open that template so you can work in it as a new document. Go to File, New, select On My Computer. In the General tab, you'll see your template. Just click on it and say OK. And now your document is saved as a .doc file and you can rename it as you need. And that is the end of this lesson, heading numbering.